to Heard You Like It Raw. I'm your host, Nicolina, diving deep into the raw truths of life and back at it again. But this time I have an extra special guest, my girl, Yara, my queen, my everything. The reason I am literally not broke, in all seriousness, though, Yara is the best financial advisor ever out there. Her and I crossed paths at a networking event earlier this year, and right at the most perfect time in my life, right when I needed her the most. I was unemployed and paying a fat amount of rent, and she was like, "Ooh, girl, don't you worry, we're gonna get you right." And we did, and she is the reason I've been able to heal past traumas with money, find safety, find stability and security, and help shift into my rich bitch mindset. Because when you're like me and you were born into a place that didn't have a lot of money, didn't talk about money, didn't care for financial literacy or investing or anything like that, and you have felt like you were behind compared to your peers who have actually had so much shit set up for them the whole time, then this episode is for you. And my queen Yara is here to walk us through all of that. So welcome to Heard You Like It Raw. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here for your podcast and all of that. This is all amazing and I love it.
Yay. Oh, yay. So good. So good. You're such a blessing. Well, thank you so much for showing up today. Also, always literally amazing every single time I get to see you. It is always makes my days. Like literally, if I think back to every single time we've had our meetings and our Zoom meetings, I have great days.
Me too. I feel exactly the same way. Literally the same way. I feel the same thing. I love every interaction that we have.
Literally.
Like,
This is like just beautiful friendship just sparked out of it. But before we get into everything with the episode, I did want to ask if you would mind telling everybody what you really do and all your technical terms and your certifications, because I just call you my queen, my money goddess, amazing.
yes, absolutely. So I'm a financial service professional, registered right by FINRA. So I work with helping and guiding people for them to construct and build a structure in their finances. So that way, when the rainy days come, like you were saying, they are stable and they're secure. And also to understand how money works and to create goals and set goals and strategize on how they actually going to get there. So I'm their guide. So I could say I'm a personal trainer for finances.
That's a perfect way of putting it.
Yeah. Someone said that to me that like my job was literally like a personal trainer, but for finance. I was like, I like that.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, honestly.
Yes, yes. So, and I started all of that, and I never actually thought about because my job started like way before I would do the same thing with people, like coaching them and helping them create budgets and all of that. And when I started studying, I was like, okay, actually, I'm gonna become a professional at that. So it's really good. That's how I started, basically.
Yes, and you're so young and so wise too. I mean, I think that when we met, it first blew me away. You were like, okay, yeah, I do this and I have all this financial advising, and you just had a lot, like you just stepped into the professionalness of that, and you had so much knowledge, and I was just so blessed to meet you because I hadn't met anyone, around our age that actually had their shit together like you did.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe a lot that our influence with our parents and how we created everything changed a lot of things.
Definitely.
There is the two topics that people usually avoid the most, that is health and finances, right? They don't want to talk about their money and they don't want to talk about their health unless things get ugly. And that's not good because we do need help in everything. So one of the things that is a very natural thing to the human is that we live in community, and we can be self-sufficient and do absolutely everything. But if we do choose this path, we're going to live in the mountains with nobody, kosher on food, and it's a little bit hard to make it. if we live in society, we need other people. We need lawyers, we need accountants, we need someone to fix our tire, to fix our car, to paint our house. We need everything. We're gonna need someone. Why not in finances as well?
Exactly.
Same thing. It's someone that went out there to study, bringing you the knowledge and helping you and guiding you. The same way someone with the health or a lawyer gonna do. It's
Yeah.
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And people usually avoid those two subjects the most.
Yeah.
Like they're really broke, they're bankrupting, or they're really sick, or the thing hurts too much, then they
Yeah.
go to the doctor, right? So, and it shouldn't be like that. It's completely okay for us to seek help
Yeah.
and seek assistance and seek a professional. And a lot of people has an idea that is everything is so expensive, and it is not. It is not.
Just feel like that because our society makes us feel like if you don't have X, Y, and Z, you are poor, you are bottom tier, you will never get out. And it's just not the case.
The mindset. The
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I, now that I'm single.
She's single, everybody. Yay.
Single.
Woo, her
Not that I'm single.
life.
When it comes to like looking for a possible partner, I always look at their mindset. Do they have a poverty mindset or a wealthy mindset? Are they rich on their mindset, or are they poor? This matters. It doesn't matter how much money they have, but it matters what their beliefs with money are. Because let's say I give $1 million to a homeless person, right? But they have a rich mindset. They make that $1 million into zillions, right? Billions of dollars. And they're gonna grow that because they have a rich mindset. If I give that same $1 million to another homeless that don't have a rich mindset, probably in 1 year they're gonna be homeless again, or they will forever be homeless. They're just gonna like burn the money with stupid things. So it's all in your mindset. I see a lot of stories, and even on my dad, for example, that rich people that go broke and they get rich again very quick. And every time they get rich again, they get richer. They break and they go richer, you know?
Like so crazy to me.
And it happens, and you see the same way people that are like families are very wealthy families and they have kids, and the kids just don't have the rich mindset and they get poor.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's everything here because we live in the same society that the rich people are living. We live with the same economic that everybody's living, right? So it's not about the thing around us, it's the things inside of us that is actually changing where we're going, our path, what we want, where we're gonna go, right?
And I think for me, especially coming from a place that was like a hard mindset to break out of. And I knew, I knew it was possible. I knew I still live in the same world. If these people can do it, why can't I? If these people can have these things, why can't I? But it was also like the lack of knowledge that just kept holding me back. And when people like are on fight or flight for so long and they really base money on everything that they can feel secure about, like when it's like the only thing that makes them feel secure, it's so hard to get them out of that mindset. It's so hard to crawl out of that hole and unlearn everything you've been programmed to learn. And luckily, like I think I am one of the lucky ones. I always knew that there was a light at the end of the tunnel. I always knew each day I was getting better and getting out of it and everything. And when you and I met and we started working together, it was like now I'm looking back, I'm like, holy crap, like what I was thinking a year ago before I met you compared to now, it's like now I'm like, I'm chilling. Look at all the security I have. I'm like, oh my gosh, we right on track. Like, it's amazing. And it just kind of takes somebody, and I say to all my friends too who struggle a lot, I'm like, please just hit up Yara. Like, she will make you feel so okay about it, because it all is okay no matter where you are at. There is always a plan to put in place, and you're never broke. And I think you helped me explain, like, even though I was looking at the numbers and the debt and whatever, you were like, girl, look at everything around you. And you just helped me realize that even without any of that, even with if I had trillions of dollars in debt, you still were like, it's okay. Like, you helped me remember to keep that mindset going and keep that momentum. And had you not, I would not be able to be here where I am. Like, I keep preaching, like, 2024 is the year we're in our bag, baby. We're going.
And it's truly, I was commenting with someone that we cannot control our thoughts, but we can control our communication, what our body communicates. When we communicate something good, automatically we start thinking good. And then when we start thinking good, we start believing it, and that belief becomes reality. So if we cannot control, let's say, the reality itself, or our beliefs or our thoughts, but we can control our communication. So let's control communication. So that's why every time I have a friend that says, I'm broke, I'm like, no, you're not. You're rich. Do you have a rich mindset? So you're not broke, you are rich. I always corrected, always, because what you tell to the world happens. You're declaring. It's for the people that believes in the manual of life. It says that our mouth has the power of life and death. And this is very powerful because our words has power. If I say that, let's say, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm gonna believe it's gonna become a reality.
Yeah.
Right? In the same way, if I say I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm clever, I'm wise, I'm gonna believe, and this is gonna become a reality, right? Um, of course, let's say people or kids that you see that they're gonna say that they're gonna be doctors. You see, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm gonna be a doctor, and they actually believe in that, and they go to study and they become doctors because they declare to their lives that they're gonna be that. Same thing when we say we're broke or we're rich or we're beautiful or we're fat, we're disgusting. You know, everything that we say, we're creating a belief, and this is becoming a reality. So thinking about our finances, I'm rich, but I don't have a lot of money in my account. Being rich is not about the money on your account. It's about your mindset, the things that you want. And are you able to get there? If yes, you're rich. You have all of the things, you have all the qualities to do so. So you are rich. How many people don't have those qualities? How many people don't have those resources that you do? People, let's say that they are in bed, that they can only move their head. You're richer, right? So
My friends all the time, like, it's not about the things you don't have, it's about the things you do have. And when you keep focusing on those things around you, like, we forget, especially in America, we forget how privileged and how rich all of us are, just to be able to have a car, have a job, to breathe, to walk around every day, to be able to communicate normally, to go to the gym. Like, if you're able to go to the gym every day, you're so wealthy compared to, like, the rest of the world. Like, we forget how privileged those things are. You have a laptop, you have a bed, you have an iPhone, like, or a smartphone. Like, it is so silly how we get so lost in other people's materialistic things and think that we have less than just because that. But it's like, that's why you need to keep that mindset. You need to keep just being grateful for the things you do have, and then you watch it all, like, literally manifest tenfold. And then you look around after a while because you've been focusing on all the good, that you're like, wow, look at all the great that is here right now.
Exactly. And there for those that does believe in the manual of life, and there also says, be grateful when you have little and a lot I will give you, right? It's not exactly how it's written because I know in Portuguese. In English is probably not like perfect, but that sense of it is we have to be grateful for what we have here for us to get there.
Yep.
So our humbleness take us here.
Mhm.
We have to be more humble to get there.
Mhm.
And we have to be more humble to get here. And being humble is being grateful for
Yeah.
what and not spitting in the plate that we eat, right? Because when we spit on the plate that we eat, eventually we're gonna lose the plate, and then we don't have any plate to eat from. And this is a thing that a lot of people they have all of this, they want more, and they're always like complaining that they don't have anything.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
eventually they start losing, and more negativity comes because they keep saying they have anything, like nothing, they have nothing, have nothing. So they start losing
Gonna
it,
get
because it
there.
start becoming a reality.
Yeah.
Nothing, I have nothing, I have nothing. They start losing it.
Okay.
And like they're declaring to the world that they have nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a powerful thing. It's an extremely powerful thing that is in our mindset. If we change what is in here, and I always tell people that sometimes they ask me why I don't watch TV or I don't do stuff. And I say I can entertain myself with my brain. Literally with my thoughts, reading, just meditating. I
Yeah.
believe it's very entertaining, and I just love it. I just love it. Like
You have
our
always been,
minds are powerful.
yeah, you have always been such a calm, strong presence, just so like I've always been like, it must be so peaceful in there, like with you, because you just kind of, when you also have an awareness for this manual of life and awareness of how those things go and where to be grateful, it brings you so much more peace when you're not focusing on what you're lacking or anything. It's just like it doesn't matter, like what I have is my peace. And truthfully too, even outside of it, all we have is our mind. And like the mind tricks the body the same way, tricks our reality and everything. And it's just so beautiful. It's literally so beautiful. And every time we talk, I learn more about you. And I'm like, oh, you are literally so beyond your age. It is amazing. Like I think you were just plopped here to be this amazing, wise goddess. And at least for me, you've taught me so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I
Yeah, of
appreciate you a
course.
lot. And I admire you a lot as well because you are a free spirit. You're always open to receive things. And like I said, the phrase from the beginning, we overflow with the things that we have inside. And you overflow with this thing. You overflow with peace, of being open. And this is a great thing that I admire a lot on you.
Thank you. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Okay. Well, you can cry.
The good tears, of course.
But yes, we overflow with the things that we have inside. You see those people that they curse about everything, that's what they have inside. They're angry about everything. That's what they have inside. And people that are peaceful, that are love, right? You see that they love everybody, they hug everybody. They're overflowing with the things that they're inside. If they had shit inside, they will overflow with shit. If they have love, they can overflow with love, right? Or peace, or knowledge, or anything. Positivity. People that are like positive, like I follow a girl that she sings songs on YouTube that her songs are like so peaceful, like so good and like so positive, like such a good energy that she brings.
Yeah,
It's just overflowing with the things that she already has inside, right?
yeah.
So also in the manual of life, it says that we should love others on the same level that we love ourselves. For us to love others, we have to love ourselves first. and we're gonna love others the same way we love others, like ourselves, right? So meaning if I don't love myself at all, I don't have nothing to give,
Mhm.
and I cannot love nobody else,
Mhm. I
right?
was saying in a previous episode, like you need to like I was speaking about relationships and like, if you don't properly heal and love yourself from one to another, you're so easy to just because your cup is so empty, you just absorb everything they have. And if you're not in like the right headspace or right anything, it's just this whole bottomless pit almost of like you're kind of self-sabotaging at that point because you're just distracting yourself in somebody else's reality and just following what they're doing and not actually feeding and filling your own cup, and it's just fascinating. It's fascinating. Oh, I love that you're talking about this. This is great.
It is, and there is a phrase that is very, very true. Like right now, like with me, well, I got dumped, but with the end of my relationship, um,
Yes,
I saw that this is very true. People that are hurt, they hurt others.
definitely.
That are healed, they heal others.
Heal people. I think I said that in my first episode.
Heal people, right? And hurt people, hurt others, other people, right? And this is very true. You see, like when people jump from relationship to relationship, they just, don't heal themselves. They just hurt themselves more and more and more and more and more. And they hurt
Circles of
other people and
trauma.
themselves, right?
Mhm.
They have to heal first. And you can know someone truly on when they are hurt.
Yeah.
Because when they are hurt, they do things that they wouldn't do normally. And that's when you see their true colors.
Yep.
It's when they're hurt, how they act when they're hurt. Are they
Mhm.
petty? Are they going to do throw you under the bus?
Yeah.
Are they going to do their max to hurt you, right? To make you feel bad, for you to feel what they're feeling.
Mhm.
That's usually what they want to do.
Mhm.
And not because they know they're doing that, it's just they're
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, they don't know. That just is the reality. And we get blinded by the hurt so much sometimes that we just think this is the way I'm going to do it. And a lot of times, too, people act on learned behavior. They only think to do this in these places of sadness and loneliness and hurt that they think it's okay to do those things. Oh, well, this person was hurt and they did this, so I'm going to do that. And I love that this also completely ties into our rich and poor mindset, like it doesn't have to be about money when thinking about a rich and poor mindset. Like, are you rich in love? Are you rich in health? Are you rich in peace? And when people have the poor mindset, they do other things like sabotage their relationships and hurt people, and it's just insane. And that's why we all really need to step into the rich mindset, and it doesn't have to be this whole money attracting thing, but just a like
Just
we
1 second. I'm
oh,
sorry.
you're fine, you're totally fine. Who do tell?
So the guy that he's here, he's taking care of my dog, and
Oh
apparently decided to wash my dog
my gosh,
out of nowhere. He's texting me that he needs jabon, like soap. I don't have soap for dog.
that's funny. He'll figure it out. Here, while you do that, I'm gonna actually send this email to my boss really quick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine. This is actually a great break that I needed because I needed to send this to him. I was worried. Okay. File,
Look
save.
at this. Him washing my dog.
Oh, a little sweet baby. Your dog is so cute.
Giant.
Giant as well, but so cute. Okay. To be female.
Hmm. And let me cancel the notifications from um he went to the park with her.
Wait, is this the new guy?
Yeah, he took her to the dog park.
Yara, you need to wipe this man's up real quick.
And then
So
he
no.
asked me because we had an amazing connection, like a soul connection, conversation wise, like mindset. And I was like, wow, very nice. And he was like, Yara, where were you all this time? And I was
My
like,
chills.
I was I was with the wrong person.
Damn. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so, so beautiful. So I feel like I've had, after my previous relationships, I feel like I've had moments like that with guys. But where I'm at right now, because I feel like I definitely did have like a moment with like that guy last time, but I'm trying to be cool, I'm trying to be cool, take my time, not get so excited about it because I just previously always did. And then I'm like, all right, give me more, give me more, give me more. And this one, I'm like actually being strategic and smart and placing my boundaries and being an adult about it. It's nice.
Very nice. That's
Yeah.
very nice. That's very good.
Yeah.
We
And then
can.
I didn't text him all week. And then he messaged me yesterday and he's like, I have an idea for a date if you're not busy. I was like, we get rewarded for setting boundaries.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, I was talking about having, like tying into our rich and poor mindset and just how, like when you're doesn't have to be about money or things. It's about peace. It's about love. Are you rich in health? Are you rich in loving others and all of that? And also, like, the more you give, the more you get. And that's what I sit there and tell people too. They're like, oh, why is my life like this? I'm so broke. I'm so broke. Like, literally, what you keep giving is what you keep getting. Like, and if you know, because like people are afraid to like give to others when they're in that poor mindset too. They think it'll completely take away from them and just push them down even further. And it's like, no, no. The more you give, the more you let go of that stress and that need to keep all your every single little penny. Like you will see that it all comes back to you. It always does. It's literally the law of attraction. It's literally
Yes.
your manual of life.
Yeah. And some people they put themselves as victims
Yeah.
all the time. And when you are a victim, you always will be a victim. Now, when you are a winner,
Mhm.
you will always be a winner because there is a difference. So victim is that poor person, only bad things happen to her. Like when I love this word in Spanish that is pobrecita, pobrecita.
Pobrecita. Oh, my friend Amy and I say that to each other all the time.
Poor thing, right?
Yeah.
Always gonna have bad things to them, right? Happen bad things to them because they are attracting this. Like, oh, because my parents would fight and my dad would hit my mom. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But are you gonna be a victim because of this, or are you gonna be a winner of winning the situation, even though you were in the situation?
Changing that generational cycle, being better because of it.
Exactly. Some people just, oh, it was everybody's fault, but not his. And stay in the situation. It's like, oh, this is it is up to me to get out of this situation. So when we take the responsibility to ourselves, we start taking control of our lives.
Mhm.
And I see on my side, like, because I'm not perfect, and I see a lot of things that sometimes if I would take the responsibility of some stuff, would have been better.
Mhm.
For example, my breakup got ugly, very ugly. And I noticed that it started getting ugly of my actions after the breakup, not because of the actual breakup, because the reason was stupid. Um, anyways, it was the actions after the breakup that it started getting ugly between us. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Like I started thinking, I was like, okay, I do have responsibility on that. So if this is ugly, my hands were there.
Yeah.
So it is my fault. Now, what I'm gonna do to get out of this? It's up to me to be a victim or to be a winner. It all because of bad breakup, ugly breakup. Now I'm gonna be a victim, then bad things gonna start happening.
Mhm.
Or if I'm gonna be a winner, I'm gonna grow, right?
Mhm.
And when I realized this mindset, things will start changing. Now, for example, I'm having my own apartment. This is like such a
Yes.
huge thing. And my ex, he would tell me, "You're never gonna do it. You're never gonna be able to
Oh,
prove."
fuck him.
Yes, he would tell me that I will never be able to prove my income or my like for my credit. Like I don't have a bad credit.
Yeah.
I do make money, right? Tell me that I couldn't prove anything, that I would have to have someone joining with me. I gotta prove same day.
Literally same day. Of course you did, because you are amazing and you are
Same
awesome.
day I got approved. And
Gosh.
I'm living in a place that is like full of people that have this type of mindset of, getting richer, have a rich mindset, right? Um, so also the environment always wins. The environment always wins.
Definitely.
When people feed you an environment that feeds you daily negativity, you're going to become negative.
Mhm.
Unless you have a really good source of positivity, you're going to be negative. Eventually, it's going to get to you
Yep.
because we are energy. And even that sometimes we don't want to receive, we're energy. We're already receiving it.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. So the environment always wins. I
Yeah.
was in an environment that was kind of negative, so it was getting to me. I got out of there like I'm good. I feel light.
Breathe.
Ah, so good. Like when I talk to you, even that is across the screen, I feel a good energy.
Yes, exactly. That's why
Positive.
my cup always feels so full when have my meetings with you always. I'm like, oh, I need more people like this in my life, just supportive. It's just, I want to see you grow. I want to see you live your happiest, most authentic life. Like, how can I best support you? And you have been so supportive of me from the very second I ever met you. And I didn't even meet you. We were texting and you're like already immediately so giving, so loving towards me. And yeah, I wanted to also touch on I feel you on that because my ex, he was so victim, such a poor mindset, and just, oh, I'm in this shit cycle and blah, 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 and like didn't know what he was doing, didn't know how to take accountability for his actions or anything. And I was just way past that, and when he finally like moved out of our last apartment, the way my life changed the next couple months, I think literally I immediately met you. Then I was like, okay, cool, get all my finances good and right. And then also just meeting new friends, doing new things, and my life just completely changed for the best after. So it really is like your environment. When you stop hanging out with those people that are literally sucking the life out of you and giving you so much negativity, your life improves like tenfold. Like if you don't like something, change it.
Yes. And it's great. It's great like when you are next to a source of positivity, right? It's like really good. Like you get addicted, but like come here.
More.
More.
Yeah. I actually had a friend who yesterday like came over. He was like, I don't know why. All day I was just thinking like, I need to go see Nicolina. I need her energy. I need that positivity. I need all that. And I was like, come here, I got all of it. Let's go. It's like to you.
And it's amazing. And you can see this on kids, like kids that are born in an environment that is extremely negative, they usually just keep the cycle, right?
Yep.
Kids that are born in an environment that is very positive, that is very light, they become like good humans, right? Because the environment always wins. It's up to us to live the bad environment.
Yes, exactly.
It's up to us. So like we are the ones responsible to move ourselves out of there, right?
Totally.
Oh, but it's like it's my parents or it's my sister or it's my husband. Then
It's
you
about to be you if you don't leave too.
and also you gotta find other sources. So let's say the source that you cannot leave at all.
Mhm.
Can make it through other sources. That way, that source of negativity gonna be the positivity gonna be overloading with positivity that the negativity just gonna be like a little bit not gonna make that much difference anymore when it's when you have other sources of positivity, right? So this makes a huge difference as well. Like if I'm gonna put one drop of pee in how many gallons of water, alkaline water, they're not gonna make a difference. But now if I drop that one drop of pee in one drop of alkaline water, then it's not alkaline anymore, right? So things like that, it's all about the amount, right? If we can have way more positivity than negativity, then because always gonna have negative people around us.
It's inevitable.
It's almost impossible to not have it. So we can, do it more like have more sources of positivity than the negativities, like so we can balance our lives.
Strength in numbers, seriously. It
Yeah.
really is, like once you, it's kind of like when you're like when you lock arms with people, it's kind of just like, oh, we got all this positivity now. You can't take us. You can't get through negativity. Like we are already locked, we're strong, we're loaded.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to say, like you were talking about younger people being in those environments and everything. If you could give advice to those people that are in those environments that can't get out, but could make a couple different steps to make those changes, at least for their finances, like more so, what do you think are like measurable goals people should have at like 18 or 21 or whatever, like what are the normal things, the safety security things that we as young adults should be setting up for ourselves, for at least like share that for those that don't know.
The very first thing that we need to have is goals. Where do we want to go? Have a clear vision, because in a GPS, if you don't put where you want to go and where you are, the GPS is not going to give you a route. There is no route without a place where you're going to go and where you are. And you need to know those two, right? So the first thing is where you want to go.
Yeah.
First thing. First thing. What is your goals? What is your dreams? Oh, but it's impossible. Then it will be impossible because you believe it's impossible.
Yeah.
But if you believe it's possible, like if you start believing that it's possible, you're going to become a reality. So declaring to the world what you want and making a plan, right? So the first thing, very important first thing, any age, what do you want? Clearly, what do you want? I want it to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a trillionaire. I want to be, what do you want to be? Put it down. Okay.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Now, how am I going to get there? No, for me to know how I'm going to get there, I have to see where I am. Second thing, the second advice is always have emergency fund. And there is two types of emergency funds, and I discovered a second one recently that I needed it. Yes, this one is a deep one.
Okay.
There's two types of emergency funds. We have to seed so we can rip, right? That's how you guys say, like you have to plant and then for you to rip, right?
Yeah.
And this goes to money, but this also goes to people.
Mhm.
We have to seed on people's too. So every little help that we do, eventually we can reap those as
Yeah.
well. We can get back. So there's two type of emergency funds. The one that you build yourself with your money, and the one that you build helping others.
Mm.
Money is really good, but sometimes we need help of people helping us, labor, their hands, their knowledge, and advice.
Yeah.
This is the second emergency fund that we should be building the entire time.
Oh,
So
you just gave me full body chills. I love you so much for that. See, this is what I mean by you explain everything so well. Like you are so amazing at helping people and just breaking it down. And like, I love that. I love that. Do you know how many financial advisors out there talk about this? Not many I know. Like, seriously, you think about all the finance pros and everything. I'm like, they're not like Yara, and more people need you because it's the thing everybody's so scared about. And like you tell them not only just money advice, but life advice, you help them shift into that. And like literally you just said that. That was so beautiful. You're like, nah, not just that emergency fund. You need your people, you need your support system, you need your community. Like
yes,
that is everything.
yeah. And this is it's some stuff that people usually don't think about and don't talk about. So for emergency fund, it's advice. It depends on your career. What do you do for a living? 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses to have set aside just for that. Depending on what you do, could be 1 year. So I would say a minimum of 3 months minimum. 6 month is the good one. It's like to be safe. You're safe for 6 months. You're good, right? So setting that aside, right? And then the third thing. So the first one is knowing where you want to go, what your goals are, exactly dreaming, right? Like dreaming. Second thing is for you to have an emergency fund, right? Have an emergency fund on money and on people, right? Seeding as well on people, planting your actions out there, your help out there. And the third thing that I would say is always learning more, never to stop learn. Why? Because we are as like some people say that oh, people don't learn anymore. I don't believe in that. We don't have a limit on how much we can learn.
Exactly.
A phone, a smartphone, there's like a memory, right? That it's limited. It has limited there, or you have to pay more to get it. This don't have that. This doesn't have that. So you can just learn and learn and learn and learn and always be looking for improvement because we can be better versions of ourselves. So always look for the better version of yourself because the version that you are right now got you here, but you need a better version to get you there.
Yeah, exactly.
So always look for improvement. When you are a mom, you're of a version of yourself. When you're a daughter, you're another version of yourself. When you're a sister, you're another version of yourself. Always improve every version you are, every version of yourself. Improve and improve and improve. And you're going to create a more peaceful world for yourself. And you can have more results.
Definitely.
So, first is to dream and
Yes.
set your goals.
You're only as big as the dream you dare to live.
Second is to have an emergency fund. 2 emergency funds, money and people. And the third one is what I just said. Always improve yourself. Look for the best version of yourself and improve that because you could achieve much more
It's beautiful.
doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so beautiful. You are literally the best. I'm so happy you wanted to come on the podcast. I've been so excited to do this episode just because you just have such a beautiful way with words. I could listen to you talk for hours. You have such a calming voice. It is so amazing.
My English sometimes get like, yeah.
Oh, it's so
Not
cute
only English,
though.
every language. It happens some choo-choo on my head.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
no,
I deal with it.
it's amazing though. Oh, I really could talk to you for hours also. Oh, so good. Well, as we get to the end of the episode, something I do with all of my guests is pick a favorite memory between each other. So, mine is the first day I met you because you just immediately like sucked me into your vibration and you were like, no, you will be my friend. And you were so
You get
demanding
my
in such a
friend.
beautiful way. No, exactly. And it was exactly what I needed at the time. I needed someone to be like, hi, I'm showing up. I want to be there for you. And I just will never forget that day. It was awesome. And I literally said earlier, it changed my life. And it really did because I think back to where I was and how much you've helped me on a financial level, but also just your influence and making me feel supported and making me remember that there are amazing people out there.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I love
Yes, I love you. Ah.
it. Well, my memory with you that I cannot forget is that, well, it was basically the first day that we met as well. It includes Danny because
Yes.
like we were that in the networking event and you were coming with us to like introduce ourselves to people, and the Italian guy that was just being like so sexist and talking like very loud, and like he literally wouldn't stop talking, and
Like all
then
my yoga stuff too. Like he was like,
like
"Oh,
it
you're
was
gonna
so
like bend over
weird,
with me." Oh, so weird.
so weird. And then he was like, Yara, we have to save Nicolina. We have to go her to save her. I was like, okay, let's go. Because he was too much. I was like, oh my goodness, okay, we have to save this girl. Too much. So that was like, because that networking event, it was horrible. It
Yes, it
was
was.
horrible. I think that was the worst network events that I ever been to.
Literally, I think that was my first and only time in Kissimmee.
Yeah, I know. So, but the company that, Danny was there and you were there, like at the end, he made it, nice, and we laughed. But yeah, that was the memory that I have, like just us interacting made the day better because that event was horrible. It was a shit
That
show.
was worthy. And I remember you guys coming over and being like, Nicolina, don't forget, we got to go to our reservation, our Disney reservation. We walked away and
Yes,
I was like,
yes.
going to dinner. And you guys were like, no, we were just saving you. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you taking me to the
I was like, oh, I
you.
don't
Saving
know.
you.
No, both options were amazing. Yes, that guy was weird. Unfortunately for my brain from bartending, I'm like just so immune to that shit that I don't even realize it, but a very monumental day to say the least.
Yeah, yeah. And you said about a song, right?
Yes, I want everybody to bring a little song to give to the viewers, something that resonated with you, that you just want somebody to go and jam and rock out to.
Okay. So the song is Si tú quieres.
Okay. I'll put it in the description as well so everybody can find it easily.
That's the book, the cat, the how to say how it looks, right?
Yes, you'll have
The
to send me a
face
screenshot.
of it.
I'll
And
put it.
the name of the singer is Jay Santana.
Okay.
Really nice music, a really nice music. I loved it.
I'll listen
I'm,
to
I'm getting addicted to it.
it.
Yes.
Literally. Well, unfortunately, our episode is coming to an end, and we might have 99 problems, but money definitely ain't one in this bitch. And you can find Yara on Instagram at Your Finance Girly, which I will also put in the episode description. Book your free consult with her as soon as possible. And I swear she literally changed my life, so can definitely change yours. And just literally just being in her presence is a blessing in and of itself. So it will always be worth it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here and for inviting me to
Of
your
course.
project and your podcast. And I'm already speaking really good about you out there for people who listen to your podcast.
Yay.
Yes.
Help people help people.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Oh, amazing. All right. Well, that is it for everybody. Love you all. Love yourself. Peace and blessings. We are out.